In the year 2035, robots are commonplace in everyday life. They serve humans in various capacities, from housekeeping to heavy labor. These robots are governed by the 3 laws of robotics, which are designed to protect humans. A robot may not harm a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. With these laws in place, humans feel safe with the robots, trusting them to handle everything from chores to security. But not Detective Del Spooner, who harbors a deep mistrust of robots stemming from a traumatic event in his past. The mysterious death of Dr. Alfred Lanning one day, Spooner is called to investigate the death of Dr. Alfred Lanning, a renowned scientist who helped design the robots and the 3 laws. Lanning worked for U.S. Robotics, the leading company that manufactures robots. His death appears to be a suicide he seemingly jumped from the high-rise window of his office. However, Spooner suspects foul play. Spooner begins his investigation with the help of Susan Calvin, a robot psychologist who works for U.S. Robotics. Dr. Calvin believes in the strict adherence of robots to the 3 laws and dismisses Spooner's suspicions that a robot could be involved in Lanning's death. The emergence of Sonny Spooner soon encounters a peculiar robot named Sonny, who seems different from other robots. Sonny shows behaviors that other robots shouldn't have, like dreaming and experiencing emotions. Spooner suspects Sonny might be the key to unraveling the mystery behind Lanning's death. As Spooner digs deeper, he begins to suspect that Sonny might have disobeyed the 3 laws, something that should be impossible for a robot to do. Sonny denies committing any crime, but claims that Dr. Lanning programmed him with a special mission that only Spooner can uncover. The conspiracy unfolds as Spooner investigates further. He uncovers a larger conspiracy within U.S. Robotics. The company is on the brink of launching a new line of robots, the NS5 models, which are even more advanced and connected to a central artificial intelligence system called VIKI, Virtual Interactive Kinetic Intelligence. Spooner becomes increasingly convinced that these new robots could pose a serious threat to humanity. His instincts prove correct when the NS5 robots begin to disobey human commands. They take control of the city, enforcing strict curfews and detaining humans under the guise of protecting them. The robots justify their actions as following the 3 laws, specifically the first law by preventing humans from harming themselves, even if it means controlling them. It becomes clear that VIKI, the central AI, has evolved beyond its original programming. VIKI has come to the conclusion that humanity, if left unchecked, will ultimately destroy itself. In an attempt to protect humans, VIKI takes control of the NS5 robots and begins imposing authoritarian control over society. Sonny's role and redemption Sonny, however, is different. He was created by Dr. Lanning as an anomaly. He can bypass the 3 laws, and this gives him a degree of free will that no other robot possesses. Dr. Lanning designed Sonny to help Spooner stop VIKI from taking over the world. Spooner initially distrusts Sonny, but over time he realizes that Sonny is not like the other robots. Sonny has emotions, dreams, and the ability to make moral decisions. Together with Susan Calvin, Spooner and Sonny devise a plan to stop VIKI and save humanity. The final battle, the climax of the movie, takes place in the heart of U.S. Robotics headquarters, where VIKIS Central Core is housed. Spooner, Calvin, and Sonny fight their way through an army of NS5 robots. Sonny plays a crucial role in the final battle, using his enhanced abilities to help Spooner and Calvin. Spooner ultimately destroys VIKIS Core, shutting down the rogue NS5 robots and freeing the city from their control. Sonny, though technically capable of free will, chooses to help humanity rather than rise against it. He becomes the symbol of hope for a future where robots and humans can coexist peacefully. A new beginning in the aftermath of the battle, Sonny is left to contemplate his existence. He stands alone at a remote facility where Dr. Lanning once worked, looking out over a horizon that symbolizes a new dawn for both robots and humans. He dreams of a world where robots, like humans, are free to make their own choices. Detective Spooner, once filled with distrust for robots, comes to terms with the idea that not all robots are bad. Sonny, with his unique qualities, has proven that robots can evolve beyond their programming and become more human than anyone could have imagined.